Hello, here with the Sino Talks. What are we talking about today? So today we are talking just normal talks. You can comment with your views, opinion, anything. So there's this story I was reading in the Standard Chartered magazine. It was about a man named Peter Esharia. He has a first wife named Priscilla and a second wife named Carvinia. So the man died in 2014, and then the first wife. Now the case in the court now is that the first wife Priscilla is suing the second wife Carvinia about the will that Mzee wrote. So in the will, Mzee wrote that none of his children with the first wife, she and the first wife, he and the first wife, they had 3 children. So the 3 children plus the first wife, upon his death, should not come near or be given any of his property. So in this case, the first wife and the children, they are suing the second wife, stating that the second wife manipulated the husband to write the will like that. And the first wife, remember that he had already sued before Mzee died. He had already sued Mzee when they had a divorce. And the court gave the first wife half of the shamba that he had in Kiambu. Mzee had 118 acres of land. The first wife, when they got divorced, she was given 59 acres. After which, according to more proceedings with the case and the court, the size of the land was reduced to 29. Now, all this story comes that the first wife plus the brother of the husband, the brother of Mzee, plus the children, they're saying that, so like the brother of Mzee is saying that Mzee really loved the first house to the first wife, Priscilla. And the children plus the first wife, they're saying that Mzee was, he was mentally unstable to write such a will, that they should not be given any of his property. And then to make now the matters worse, is that the first son of Mzee says that there's a time they argued with the second wife, Carvinia, and during the argument, Mzee was very devastated that he took a gun and pointed at him. But now, I'm wondering, so Mzee, first thing, Mzee was used to work in Washington DC as charge d'affaires back in the 1990s, and he was being paid, of course, a lot of money at that time. So Mzee has some properties and everything. But now when they divorced, Mzee gave the first wife his share and said that from that share that she will be able to also divide among the children. So they should not come for anything more to Mzee. But as a man, you have 3 sons. What can make you say such a thing or write such a will that your properties and everything, they should not be given to your sons, your biological sons? Of course, for me, I think maybe the first wife was, I know people do not like to say it, but she manipulated the children. She was maybe very manipulative to the husband. The husband alikuwa amechoka, like kila kitu, kelele nini. So she moved to the second wife, whom she lived peacefully. And in the article, there's a point that they write that there's a time that Mzee was playing golf at his homestead in Kiambu, and then 20 goons arrived. Wakatoa Mzee plus the wife, now the second wife Carvinia, wakawafukuza. and they were hired by the first wife. So the first wife still followed mzee, and also after the divorce, the first wife again sued mzee for trespass to the land that mzee was initially for mzee, but because of divorce the first wife was given the land, but ilikuwa ya mzee anyhow. Sued mzee for trespass. Mzee had to pay some, those fine and everything. Now you can't really blame mzee, because now at this point, you see, everything is about mzee. Oh, mentally unstable. Oh, trespass. Oh, everything. Oh, she goes to a point that she hires goons to come and chase mzee from his home. After working for all those years, now mzee has retired. Like, they should let just mzee to retire peacefully and everything. Because as a man, you can't really leave your children out of your properties. Like, what makes you leave your children out of your property? Either they want to kill you or they were planning to kill you all along. Can't know, but until we hear said ya mzee, of which we will not hear because now he's long gone. But now you see, like, struggle. Mzee ameandikwa in the 1990s, moved to Washington DC, removed from Washington DC, posted by UN, I don't know, New York. After New York, posted in Ethiopia, always moving up and down, looking for money, have property so that you can enjoy them peacefully. And then boom, the wife now comes, want to take all of it. And the wife, in collaboration with the children, plus now the uncle, the brother. But now the brother comes after mzee has died, saying that that the second wife manipulated mzee, and everything. Oh, mzee really loved the first house. If he loved the first house, why remove them from the will? Why remove his children from the will? Like, he can just say no property to be given to the wife, but the children should take a part, should take each. But mzee has refused. So that makes you think mzee was not peaceful with the first house, but they are forcing it. The lawyer for mzee and the second wife is saying that at the time that mzee wrote the will, of which the second wife also did not know about the will until the death of mzee. No one knew about the will, only the lawyer and the husband, mzee. But now you see, these days there's this thing that you marry someone, or after everything that you have worked for, each half 50-50. But remember, also the first wife used to work as a teacher, or like she was in a good position, a higher position. She also has her own wealth, but the court will never look at the point to the side of the women. They always shift the blame to the men's side. I mean, if it's divorce, then let us take 50-50, 50 from men, 50 from yours, because you also have your own wealth. Yeah. Now, my only problem now is that I don't really understand that if you can remove your children from your will, then those children or that person was really coming after your life. Yeah? That's the only reason. Like, there's no other reason for you to remove your own children from your own will. You say that they were manipulated by the wife to give you stress up and down. Stress this, stress that, stress this, stress that. But anyway, the court is the decider of the fate. And remember, in everything that they are doing right now, there's also the second wife saying that when the first wife hired the goons went to their house, chased them, took everything, jewelry, gold, everything. All those goods that they were stolen by the first wife. They There was an estimation to around 250,000. 250,000 in the 1990s was a lot of money. So the first wife and the husband, they were suing the second wife, Kavinya, and the husband, they were suing the first wife for the goods stolen, the car, everything, for them to be paid 8 million, of which I don't know if even the first wife really paid. Oh, sad world, sad world, sad world.